note cards, handout. Is that? And the audience. Here's that for you. I'm here to talk to you about textbooks. College is a big deal for people because it costs a lot of money. We're coming out of a recession, so money is kind of tight right now. And aside from room and board and tuition, textbooks are what's going to cost you the most. But there are a couple of options. You can buy ebooks, you can get used books, or you can rent them online. The initial price is kind of surprising, like how much it's increased. The 812% increase in the price of college textbooks since 1978 makes the run of the housing prices and housing bubble and the crash in the early 2000s pretty inconsequential and dwarfs the ninefold increase in the cost of medical services over 3 decades. This is quoted from the economics professor at U of M, and I printed out a little chart so that you can see how ridiculous it actually is. The good news is that there are people that have leaked free PDF files, so I also included links to those. And there's a new up-and-coming website called Boundless.com, which sells textbook ebooks for $20, which is a lot better than spending $200 for one semester. The bad news is that big corporations have seen the up-and-coming internet world, and they're like, you know what? We can make more money off of this, and we're going to slap expiration dates on a disk that you're going to need for one semester, which has happened to me in my math class, and it makes your textbook essentially useless. Now, if you don't like ebooks, which I don't, there's renting and there's buying used. There are some drawbacks to that though, because when you're buying used online, you don't know what you're getting, and if you're renting online, then you don't get money back for it, and you need to be extra careful how you take care of your book. According to Tina Couch, the Vice President of Public Relations for Chegg.com, students who rent their books save up to $2,000 using Chegg, which shows considerable savings since most students spend $1,000 on books per semester. I would assume that's for any website that you rent it from. So, renting is nice because it gives you a flat fee when you buy it. Like, it's cheaper than buying new, but you don't get the sell-back option, and what you would get with a used book. And used books, the vendors sell books back into the market at 75% of the new retail value, which is a fact that I found on a blog about renting or buying in 2013. And if you're buying used, you can buy from half.com, which works with eBay, or Amazon.com. I would recommend going to your campus bookstore to buy used, since you get to see what you're buying, but that's up to you. And if you're buying new or used, you will get the book buyback option. So if you take care of your books, then you will get your money back on them. Ultimately, whether you decide to buy ebooks, or you rent, or you buy used, that's up to you. Ebooks are going to be cheapest because there's no paper involved, and that makes them better for the environment. So if ebooks are for you, then I would recommend it. But you also have your other options. Renting will give you the solid upfront cost, which is cheaper than buying, but you don't get to buy back. And that's helpful because if your professor isn't using the book the next semester, then you don't have to worry about not being able to sell it back. And with used and new, you will be able to sell it back if you keep it in good condition. Basically, I just want you to know that you shouldn't be worried about